Hello and welcome back to the couch. We saved you a seat. My name is Luke.
And I'm Emily. Thank you for joining us. Tonight we are going over chapters 14 through 16 of A Court of Mist and Fury by Miss Sarah J. Maas.
Yes, and if you're joining us for the first time, just know that I've never read a book like this before, except for the first one, which we've done, and it's on the channel, and you can check it out. This one right here, she's a smut oracle. She is my guide through this journey of romantasy, fantasy, intimacy, and viciousness. And friendship, we find out in this one. Friendship. If you like this content, you can like and subscribe. You can also find her on the Smut Oracle. She also does all sorts of smutty oracle, romantasy, fun things. She has her own guests, and it's really, really cool. It's really, please go support her. Also, we have a membership, and it's $2 a month, and it doesn't get you anything except some videos, maybe possibly early. Check the description for everything, and it's going to be super fun. But to start, we're going to do a quick run through of what happened for those of you who have read the book many moons ago.
Just a quick recap of what we encountered in chapters 14 through 16. So in these chapters, Feyre finally escapes emotional beige and upgrades to full color Valaris. Rhys takes her into this secret glittering city he spent centuries protecting, and Feyre's whole system glitches because joy, beauty, people laughing in the streets, those are unfamiliar concepts. We have dinner at the House of Wind, where she meets the Inner Circle, the world's most attractive collection of emotional support disasters. Cassian acts like the brother who would fight your ex just on principle. Azriel radiates, I have a tragic backstory and knives kind of energy. Moore is your new emotional support wino aunt, and Amra looks at Feyre like she's deciding whether to mentor her or just eat her. They welcome her like she's the new girl in a very attractive cult, and honestly, join it, girl. Sign that membership for him. By chapter 16, Feyre is seeing the possibility of purpose, breathing room, and a life that isn't just surviving. The second she starts breathing here, it becomes painfully clear just how long she's been suffocating elsewhere. So, Luke, are you ready to get started?
Listen, no one comes to the kitchen couch for the food. Let's hit it. Finally, we have characters that I can relate to. Actually, like the first book felt like TV show characters. They felt so fictional and fake. And the only one that was kind of real to me, even Rhysand wasn't really real, was Amarantha. Like, I know that chick. And even I was like, oh, yo, Amarantha's like the worst ex-girlfriend of all time. Because she was. There was nothing about her that was TV show. Like, all the spectacle was spectacle intentionally. And this is like so nice. I mean, it kind of reminds me, the dinner scene in this reminds me of the dinner scene in I know it's kind of crazy, but it's a kind of slice of life Age of Ultron moment where all the Avengers are sitting on the couch and they're trying to pick up Thor's hammer. It's such a good moment. Like, I could feel my heart growing a couple of sizes. Yeah. We have had hints at this relationship between Moore and Feyre, like you were talking about, the
friendship. Yeah,
it's perfect. And she's hot, so it's like a hot aunt who drinks.
Yeah,
awesome. I don't have one of those. Sorry, aunts. Not sorry, actually. That was creepy. But it's we get a cool little jaunt through the city where she's going to like different things. I got the sense that was fake. Like, Rhys was like, I'm just looking to kind of show you some shit.
What do you mean?
You're not gonna care about this. Like, this isn't important to you, what I'm showing you. Like, this isn't gonna sway you to make you want to save this city any more than it did before. This is really just a waste of time. It's all set up for this like dinner party, right? Did it not feel that way?
I don't know. I disagree, because I think it is. She's never. First of all, it's the first time she's ever seen a city. So imagine the first time that you went to New York City for the first time, or the first time that you went to DC, or the first time you went anywhere really, because we're from rural North Carolina.
Wait,
So
hold on. You mean like downtown Asheville?
what?
You-
Yeah, maybe a little bit bigger than that. But it's the first time that she's ever seen anything like that, really. And it doesn't even pain me to say that you were right, because I love you. But last time at the time when we were talking about Valaris, and you were like, "Oh, I think it's going to be XYZ."
Oh yeah.
It's like going to possibly be like a city where you can just be yourself, and and it's going to be like more of a more liberal, anything goes kind of like situation. You
Yep.
kind of realize in these chapters, you find out that Rhys is kind of the king, the high lord of two separate courts, and it's basically like the court of dreams, which is Valaris, and the court of nightmares, which is all of the crap that Under the Mountain was based on. So Valaris kind of is exactly what you thought it was going to be.
Yeah, it's a dream. It's so unbelievably Nirvana-like in its makeup for people like me who have ADHD, that of course Rhys was about to kill anyone who was going to try to stop it. Of course he was. It's awesome. It's awesome. You know what I did love, by the way? There were two big moments in this chapter for me, and you mentioned it in the drop.
Mhm.
When you drop what happens. So Rhys shares 3 things, and then she shares 5 things, and one of those 5 things was essentially the thing that's like, old Timmy Tam was, the reason why I didn't like Tamlin was she came to that realization. Thank fucking God. She was like, oh, I was a creature of the moment, and while I accept what my feelings were, them were high school feelings. Now we're in college, and I'm hanging out with my college friends, and this is kind of awesome. Am I reading the room? This is like college, right?
Totally.
Okay.
Yeah, you're spot on, my friend. So it's like the first time when you can like hang out with your friends, you're going to a dinner party, right? Like you can stay out as late as you want. You just have freedom. She's experiencing freedom right now for like the first time.
I imagine her like meeting, more at the Chick-fil-A the next day at like 11 a.m. getting eliminated a chicken sandwich, and Moore's like, how was it? And she's just like, I don't know. I don't think I'll ever do that again with a Illyrian or whatever they're called. I imagine that actually happening.
Illyrian, yes.
Thank you. Illyrian. I was reading as quickly as possible, and I suck at reading, so thanks. But yeah, I imagine that like, oh yeah, we got drunk on a Wednesday night and had to do shit on Thursday, and it sucked. Like it just feels so homey, and everyone like has accepted their trauma rather than trying to like push it way, way, way down. It's awesome. It's awesome. It also feels like a true adventure story. Now we've moved into this like, because I'm also reacting to on this channel, The Mighty Nine, which is a D&D story. It's written by a bunch of voice actors. It's phenomenal, and it is that this feels the same. This group of like randos who just happen to be crazy attractive, which she acknowledges. It's awesome.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to put out that you didn't talk about, and it's nothing on the surface, so please forgive me. But you know how I said in the first section where there were the 2 random dudes who were trying to like hook up with Ianthe?
Yeah.
And then one of them like was like, oh, I'm not getting attention, so I'll say something to Feyre. I was like, oh, I thought that was really cool what you did. And I was like,
he did that.
That comes from insecurity, right? I was like, that comes from insecurity, and it's a turnoff, even at its best, it's horrible. Every guy's done that. Cassian did it. He did the exact same thing. He literally did the exact. He's like, how did you do that with your body? Like, but it comes from a place of genuine. Like, he literally wanted to know. Like, it's genuine. It's heartfelt, and you could tell she understood. Oh, this was not some chauvinist play or from a level of insecurity. He literally was trying to figure it
Right.
out. And it came as a compliment, but also it was like, seriously, how'd you fucking do that?
Yeah, and I think like with Cassian, so not only do we get to meet all the inner circle, but we also get to kind of realize how they're all like brothers of a sort, right?
Mhm.
Because they are all bastards in one way or another. Like Moore is the only one of them that is actual like pure royal blood. And so all of the guys are half this, half that. They've had to like starve. You find out that Cassian, in order, when they were in the war camps growing up, in order to get clothes, he had to fight guys to bet them he could beat them to get literally the shirt off their back because he had no money. Like that's how he got clothing. And so as Feyre like hears that story, she's like, she looks at him and she's like, oh, I know you, because like, you know, for the first time, she's like, you know what it's like to suffer. Nobody else that I've been around that has been making me wear all these stupid fucking puffy dresses and like treat people like crap because they don't know what it's like. You know what it's like. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I see.
And Azrael has the burn on his hand, and she's like, even as an immortal who can heal, he still has this like scar that either he planned to keep intentionally, or it's like
that's how bad he got fucked up.
It's how bad he got fucked up. It's sad and awesome. I have questions about the old lady, but I want to wait till I get to the old lady, because the old lady is a peculiar character.
Amryn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The whole.
Do you see her as an old lady?
I see her as an old soul. I think she looks young. She's just short in power.
Okay.
She's just a short queen.
Yeah. So she reminds me of like Edna Mode from
exactly.
The Incredibles. Short cropped hair, like short, you know.
My senior English teacher, Miss Rhysand, was like this kind of woman. Like, okay. Yeah, she was exactly actually what I expect. She's the kind of person who would like, you know, grade everyone's paper over the day that she got them and turn them back, and they were covered with red marks, and like she expected more, and then you'd come back with more, and she like would acknowledge it, but then also expect more. That's this chick. But anyway, yeah.
But still hot.
Oh right, yeah, like she's still like banging. I like how they talk shit to each other. Like I said, most of in the former book and in the former story, like you kind of tell, and Rhysand's got a different way about him. You kind of tell that all the characters, like none of the dudes could have female friends. Like even Lucian had her as a Feyre as a female friend, but only sorta.
Mm-hmm.
Like only as like a, I don't know, you know, like he was doing it for his buddy. And in this one, it's like these dudes are like, yeah, you're just because you're a chick and you're hot doesn't mean I have to, you know, fuck you. And so like that's what it feels like. It's like, oh my god, I have female friends and I have male friends, and I, you know, mm-hmm. I don't act like this. I just see myself in these characters so much more than in the other ones. It's like, thank God, good job, Sarah.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
These are the people that I've been waiting for you to meet.
Yeah.
These are like the heart and soul of the next, you know, several books.
I'm so amped. I'm so like pumped that we have these like college best friends that I hope are lifelong friends, because it's kind of cool. I hope Moore and Ianthe get into a fist fight and Moore just kills that chick. That'd be awesome. Just stick your hand right through her chest, like, and you see, you know, on the other, like this is Ianthe's body. This is the, yeah. That's a full-on anime move, just FYI. No, I could see these people, their character tropes and types that come from more mature storytelling, and not just Beauty and the Beast plus a horrible ending. And I don't mean horrible like bad, I mean horrible like evil. Yeah. I feel really cool. It feels really cool.
So now,
sorry, I just remembered a few things. Like,
you can go ahead.
Like, I think that Feyre is going to be the one person who can winnow into the Castle of the Wind or whatever it's called. She's going to be able to. And
the House of Wind.
Just because she's a dog. Also, they talked about her resurrection was a big part of this group. This group of chapters. They talked about like she was one of them. Feyre, but is Amina? Oh God, I'm gonna get it.
Amren.
Amren's one too, right? Like she's a resurrected one.
So there's only 3 people in the whole history of the world of this series that are made. That's what they call it. So they are no longer what they were born as. They've been remade as something different. So there's 3, and I mean, yes.
I'm kidding. That wasn't funny. Sorry.
But not as a gender, as like an entire species and or whatever. So you have 3 people, and Amren and Feyre are 2 of the 3, and in this friend group. The other is this chick that is like the original maid person, and her name was Miriam, and we don't really know too much about her yet. But basically, there are only 3 people ever that were once one type of species of something that we're aware of in this world that then has been remade by something into something else.
So Feyre, and they say that 2 of them are different. Like Feyre was different. Human and became full fairy, like physically and in her soul.
Yes.
But the
Miriam was not. Yes.
Right.
So Miriam basically became immortal, but kind of remained human.
Interesting.
Like human body. But like Feyre's, like her body was like remade. So like all of her bones, all of the things. That's why she was like a baby giraffe.
Well, it didn't say that. Yeah. It didn't say they died. It just said that they were remade. Right. Feyre actually died. So I don't know that the other 2 died. If I'm picking up, because you're led to assume that when you're reading that's like, oh, that's how people are made. They die. And then they're brought back by some weird thing. And then you get kind of to the end of the chapter and they're talking about weird shit. And you're like, well, that doesn't mean that they died. They could have just been transformed any other way. Yes. Awesome. Okay.
Correct. Yeah. So Feyre is, of the 3 of them, the only one that died.
Awesome. Well, they don't say that overtly, so you spoiled it.
Correct. No. It's nothing to be spoiled. It's
no, but you're led to believe that they did. Like that's the only way. So, it's interesting. It's interesting. Rhys also drops that Rhys is like, I'm the most powerful of all the High Lords, and it's not that close. And you're like, news to me. What? Like, okay, if that's the case, okay. I didn't know. You know, like
I mean, he literally made her right. Rhysand is the most powerful High Lord.
Yeah,
Rhysand is the most cunning High Lord. And while that was funny and I thought hilarious and shit talky and assholey, it actually is true. He is the most powerful High Lord.
God, good to be handsome and the most powerful, right? God damn. Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah. I love his description of his mother and his father, by the way. I really felt that. Not that I identify as that, but I was like, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it. This the 2 of them, Azriel and Cassian, in these like war camps. It's like, I don't know, the scene from 300 where they have to kind of go on their own and they have to come back a man. I love that. I thought it was really cool. Like, good job. Good writing.
Yeah.
A lot of times when they talk about like a super, super, super old female character, like it is with Amira. Amren, thank you. I swear I just read this. I'm just horrible with names, Kathy. I mean, Emily.
Wow.
Amren, she's like typically a female character in these sorts of situations are some sort of the mother of all, the mother of Jesus, some sort of like, oh, they're old as fuck for a reason, because not only can they not be killed, but no one wants to kill them. Even like she might be the mother of the villain, right? Like it's a whole like, oh, my son is actually the villain in this situation, and I'm just still alive because he won't kill me, and I'm just hanging out in the Night Court because we're saying it's kind of cool. Or maybe she sided with the humans, where our villain sided with, the good guys or the bad guys. That's usually the case in these sorts of things. I hope to see something a little bit different. But we'll see. We have a thing called the Bone Carver.
Yep.
What a name. I'm into that.
What a name. Yes. What a name.
You know what I imagine of? I imagine like the scariest creatures that come from the north in Game of Thrones.
Cool. Yeah, I can see how the name of that would elicit that thought. The Bone Carver is cool. I'm excited. So the next set of chapters you're going to meet the Bone Carver very quickly. And they are a very interesting character. Just all of the details about them. So I'm very excited to talk to you about that on the next video, because that will be the next set of chapters that we do. But what I want to say about Amren is that people are afraid of her. Like, everyone is afraid. Even the inner circle, low key, afraid of her. Rhysand buys her jewelry, keeps her happy. It's like, we're just not gonna get in her way. We're gonna let her do her thing.
That's where I got my kind of like hypothesis from, was all this. She's essentially a force of nature.
Yeah. And what I love about it versus like other types of tropes is like, it's because she is that scary. It's not because she is being protected by another person, or, oh, we're not going to touch her. Like, kind of like what you were saying. Like, it's definitely not like, oh, she's like the mom of someone important, so like nobody touches her out of respect for this other person. No. People don't fuck with her because she's fucking scary. She is
my favorite.
Cool. Really cool.
One of my favorite parts about this group of chapters is when they talk about like, oh, one time she and Moore got into it and the house exploded, actually, or whatever. It came down to cinders. Is that what they said? So yeah, like this crew of characters are just badasses. Like, we didn't even talk about Azriel, who we don't learn much about it except for Azriel's a spy. I assume we see Azriel do some interrogation, which would be cool. Interrogation is awesome.
Yeah, he's the spy master. And he's also called a shadow singer. So he's kind of...
What's that about?
Wish we knew.
It's like that.
It's like that.
He says shadows on his face.
Shadow singer. I will say, he is like... Bless Azriel. He's like sweet in my view. How I see him, he's like tall, dark, and broody, but like in a I'm a shy guy kind of way, like an emo punk. Like his hair. He talks about like how he was like looking at Moore and like he would like let his hair like fall like into the way of like what. It's just, I see him as like emo sad boy. That's hot and plays the guitar. He does not play any instrument in this. But
no, he definitely sits around a campfire, though. You know what I mean? You won't find him at the football game on Friday night. Brother's gonna be sitting by a campfire in the middle of the woods with a guitar.
He's a good yearner. Azriel is great at yearning.
Yearning. Okay. But was there points in this chapter or this group of chapter? Okay.
I was going to say women love a yearner.
Were there points in this group of chapters where you were like, oh, okay, I forgot about that thing.
So, yes, here's the thing.
No, don't tell me. I just want to know.
I'm not going to. Here's the thing. I started having conversations. So, having conversations with you kind of kicked off what I've been doing on my channel in a lot of ways, because I'm noticing things that I'm putting together in the rereads and going, oh fuck, oh shit. And because I'm making that kind of content, I'm receiving some of that content and I'm connecting more and more and more of the dots. And so I now have to annotate as we're going through this reread in multiple colors, because there's things that I put in yellow. Those are things I can talk about with you. Then there's things that I put in blue. Those are things I can talk about with Liz and other people who have read ACOTAR and Throne of Glass. And then I'm highlighting things in red as well, because those are things that I can't start really discussing until someone has read all 3 of the series. Because there is Sarah J. Maas wrote A Court of Thorns and Roses. She also wrote an entire series called Throne of Glass, which started before this series. And then after both of those series were almost done, she started another series called Crescent City. And so those are all 3 different worlds in the Massverse. And they all connect. And I'm seeing shit in this reread that I am agog. Simply agog.
Agog. Okay.
Shocked. Jaw on floor.
Speaking of that, the way the flight is described, kind of cool.
Right?
It's different than a lot of other flight situations. Also, and I'm not surprised, but like Feyre didn't find it at all romantic, even though
to be like flown
through like the most beautiful city in all of the world. Yeah, like up to a castle. Yeah, I mean, like at night where you could see the lights and you can smell the breeze and the salt and yeah. I can't imagine a more romantic thing that's actually been written in these books. That is number 1 overall. And she's just like, it was okay.
She didn't even clock it.
No, she was like, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. Fuck, okay. And then she's like, all right, that's flight. It was like, Jesus, you were more surprised about people having like pointy ears. Not truthfully, but you know what I mean? She was like, you just flew, chick. Flew.
Yeah.
In the air.
Yeah. I know what you mean. That
was kind of awesome.
I love that you were like, damn, Rose romantic.
Yeah. It was romantic. I can't think of a more romantic thing. And he's like getting her closer to him with his like wing fig. And she's like, nah, I ain't about that. I ain't about that. There was one moment where I thought she thought romantically about him. But it was actually she was waxing about killing herself, and he immediately is like, never think that again.
Yeah, he was like, absolutely not, we're not doing that.
Yeah, that's what losers do. You're not going to kill yourself over that fucking asshole. We're not doing that at all. Yeah,
well, absolutely. And to be clear, it's not about Timmy Tam. She's not heartbroken about that.
No, she's heartbroken about the sitch.
Yeah.
Right. And he's like, no, you got a lot of life to live. You're not going to kill yourself over this. Like, we got shit to do. Whatever. If you don't like it here, you can go do something else, but fuck that. I love that. Yeah. The conversation just gives her so much strength. It's like heartwarming. Mm-hmm. You know, it kind of mirrors what happens when she finally opens up at breakfast with the dudes in the first book. Mm-hmm. A little, but in a better way, and they close it in 1 chapter in the span of about 15 pages, which is rather than making it last for 5 or 6 chapters. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of nice. But yeah, I mean, I like that Moore shows up as like a hot chick in like a red gown. She's like, oh, I just was dressing nice because she was here. So it wasn't for you assholes. I was like, yeah, you're right. This is for the ladies, not the dudes.
Okay, so again, the differences between courts, between what she's used to in Springport, she is going to dinner. And so she dresses the way that she thinks Rhysand is going to expect her to dress. So she puts on this like gown, because that's how she would have to dress to go to dinner with Tamlin in the spring court. And then she shows up and he's like, yeah, we have to fly in. And she's like, I am not dressed for that. Okay. Like, what do you mean? And then, but whenever you get there, you see that the guys rib Rhys for being dressed up. He's like, they're like, dude, why are you dressed up? Because he didn't want her to be uncomfortable. So she got dressed, came downstairs. He was like, okay, that's the level we're dressing tonight. Like, not like you're a little overdressed. Like, he didn't tell her you're overdressed. He just matched her energy.
Mm-hmm.
And now she's like, oh, okay. You're a lot more chill here. Because she calls Cassian Lord Cassian, and everyone loses their shit because they're like, oh, this guy's not a lord of anything.
You mean that dude? That dude just burped.
No.
It would be like someone calling like me Lord in front of my brothers and Aaron. It's like, oh, Lord Luke. And it's like,
be like,
dog. No, you're good. You're good. Don't do that again.
Right.
I love that. I love that the dress code is like, because I've been to, invited to things that where people were dressed up, and I almost never have a good time. Sometimes I'll be like, oh, okay, we're doing this. Great. I'll join them. But then you're like, show up to a dinner or something, and I'm wearing like a pair of jeans and a Henley, like a black Henley. And the person I'm with is like wearing a nice dress and it's a cute skirt or something. And it's like, oh, she's dressed a little nicer than me, but I'm dressed up enough that we look like we're here together. And then somebody else is dressed, usually a girl is dressed a little bit nicer, but the dudes are kind of just wearing dude stuff. And I'm just like, I like this. This is kitchen couch stuff. I like being in kitchen couch stuff. I don't want to have to wear a fucking suit.
Mm-hmm.
Unless I have to.
Yeah.
It's nice. It was so cool.
So, it's good.
Yep.
Oh.
The things.
The siphons.
Yes.
Yeah.
Super important.
Yeah.
Super important.
So, okay. Basically, the Illyrians are an entire race of folks. The Illyrians have wings. They cannot make their wings go away. That's why in the House of Wind, all of the chairs accommodate wings. Okay? But basically, they are a race of people who are soldiers. Like, they just are badass, can, like, get the job done, warrior. It's a warrior clan, a warrior race of people, basically. And Rhysand is half Illyrian, because his mom was an Illyrian. While the Court of Dreams is fantastic, and we love everything about that and how they're doing it, the Illyrians are kind of real brutish and backwoods. So they basically break their women's wings once they come of age, so that they are, stay pregnant barefoot in the kitchen kind of situation. They are not treated well at all. And so Rhysand's mom was an Illyrian and did everything she could to delay becoming a woman, to the point of like detrimental health situations for her. But it happens when it happens, and they are about to drag her away to basically her worst nightmare, any woman's like worst nightmare. And Rhysand's dad just happens to show up to like talk about war stuff, sees her fighting like a hellcat, and is like, I'll take one of those. So he like rescued her from having her wings cut, and so she's able to continue to fly and do all the things that she does with Rhysand, even though mommy and daddy didn't exactly love each other like what you would expect, which is what Rhysand is kind of telling about. So you've got these Illyrians. They're basically kind of backwoods, brutish, warrior, patriarchal bullshit. But you've got the two guys in the inner circle, Cassian and Azriel, who are Illyrians, but were not raised that way because they kind of grew up with Rhys's mommy. Rhys's mom kind of took care of them all. And so when Rhysand came into power, he was like, yeah, we're going to start doing things differently. And if you don't like it, you can see yourself out. And so a lot of them did. But he replaced the patriarchal crap with what we have now, which is the inner circle. 2 women. So, by the way, Cassian and Azriel, not even first or second in command. It's Rhysand, then the women, then Cassian and Azriel. So he's like, if you don't like it, you can get the hell out. So the siphons are things that only the most powerful warriors are able to kind of like use to really hone in their just kind of brute warrior force kind of situation. And it was shocking to everyone in the society, because they're assholes, that the 2 warriors that would be like the best warriors that would win and receive and have these siphons were the bastards.
I love it.
So it's like middle fingers up. It is what it is.
I mean, you know, you keep good company, you go and find some success. You got to keep good company though. You can't be around assholes. Facts. It's really cool how this all happened. Yeah, like you said, it's kind of like when, you know, you and your friends are now the rulers and you just like, you do whatever the fuck you want. It's smart also to have the 2 women as your 2 and 3, more than anything for authority's sake, right? Like, they have authority. They have authority by right, you know? And so if you put the other 2 men ahead of them, it lessens their authority, right? But the 2 men are also, anyway, it's thoughtful. It's smart. They're you know, adverse. Anyway, they're strong. I don't know what I'm saying. Listen, we also didn't talk about when they talked about the painting in the city, and the, like, how special it was and how nice and weird it is. It's really quite a lot in these, like Sarah is breaking her back to get as much out as possible, because we're almost to adventure time, right? What do you?
Yeah, it's almost adventure time.
I'm looking at the camera and I can't see your face, and I can't tell if you're like, all right, Luke, shut the fuck up.
I'm not. What do you mean you can't see my face?
Because it's like right, it's like right there.
Oh.
And I'm looking. Yeah.
Well, I'm looking at your face, so I can always, because I enjoy watching your reactions.
I think
no. It is good, and yes, it is. It's all art. It's all culture. It's all the things that she loves, and that's why, like, I do think he's showing it to her for a reason. It's because it's like, this is why. This is what I fought for. This is the city. This is what is worth being tortured for 50 years for.
Yeah.
And let's talk about the moment. At dinner when Feyre kind of does the thing that Cassian and those other guys did, where they basically were like, she was like, so where were y'all though? Like, and where were y'all? Like, are you here? Like, what was going down? And like, everybody was like, yep, we were here. And because here's the thing, they're all pissed about it.
Yeah.
They're all real mad.
They ain't happy.
They're real mad. They're big mad about it.
They're big mad. It's like, not only are they real mad that, like, their friend, their confidant, their BFF, and their high lord took a pounding for them. They're also like, they're also embarrassed that he didn't feel like he could trust him. Maybe, right? Like, there's part of that too. I do like where she's like, where were y'all?
Yeah, it is
Although Rhys was hooking up with hot Amarantha, and I bet that was wild. So,
Okay. I hear you because you think she's hot. Like in your mind, let's be real. I know you, Luke. You do like him a little crazy. So,
oh god, yeah. Oh god, yeah. Little yes. Fuck yeah.
I get that. But also, I'm gonna say most people don't agree with your assessment because it
1000%.
was.
No, that's
It
basically
was.
rape. It's rape.
It was.
We're not talking. Yeah.
It was not.
Amarantha,
It was not good.
Amarantha's the kind of crazy. She's the kind of crazy girl that would take a cold shower. And I've never met a woman that would take a cold shower. Hell, I've never met a woman who would take a hot shower. It has to be super hot. It has to be like you're definitely part demon for sure. Amarantha might take a cold shower. And that's scary enough. So that's how crazy that chick is. That's how insane that chick is. And so yeah, it's nice that she finally is like, they're like, oh, you agree to be and me to train you to fight? And she's like, nah, I'll think about it. And then Rhys is like, okay, I'm at least a little pleased. And she's like, oh, he's pleased. Cool. Sorry. Oh, he's pleased. Cool. You know, fuck it, I'll do it. And Rhys is like, all right, so we have a plan. There's this thing happening that we have to go check out.
He's like, right into it. He's
Yeah.
like, okay, I'm so glad you said yes because I'd already planned on you saying yes, and we have somewhere to be tomorrow morning.
Tomorrow morning, because old dude is going to attack immediately. So we need to roll. We need to roll right now because he's trying to resurrect Jerian, the evil High King of the humans. What is that gonna help? I don't like. They acted like that was some big fucking deal. I was like, buddy, it's just a regular human. Just kill him again. Who gives a fuck? He's already dead. Just kill his ass again. Why is resurrecting this random ass human important at all? Anyway, like
you'll find out.
Yeah, obviously, but like you can't. It's not even really a cliffhanger because I don't care yet. It's cool that we're gonna go see the bone collector or whatever, the bone cutter, but
bone carver.
Bone carver. I had it. I was close. And it's cool that Feyre has something that the bone carver may want, whatever that might be. Because bargains are bargains for a reason. I'm interested to see where the bone carver is. And also, I'm sure that at some point in this book, we're going to go to see the Illyrian area. Which is going to be cool too. There's going to be some reason that it may end when Feyre's been captured by this tribe of Illyrians. I don't know. Ooh. There was also one more moment that we didn't talk about, and I think this is the last thing. I don't want to keep you any longer. Feyre, what's his face? Rhys asks Feyre, says, motherfucker, what have you been in someone else's mind? You didn't just do that.
Oh, right.
And she was like, Lucian, I'm not going to tell you about what happened when I actually died. So Lucian. And she's like, he's like, Lucian, bitch. That's exactly. He's like, okay, Lucian's a bitch. So, okay, whatever. Just don't do that again.
Yeah. He's like, Lucian, oh, sad boy.
Yeah. Oh.
I mean, he's had a hard life. I love Lucian. I just want him to be happy. Anyway.
Lucian needs a nap all the time.
I love him. I love Lucian. I still love him.
Lucian is about as useful as a wet paper bag.
Well,
he's useless. I'm sure we're gonna come back into contact with Lucian, and he's gonna be kind of cool again because he was kind of cool in the beginning.
Lucian's always cool. I love Lucian. I've always loved Lucian, and I shouldn't say always, but I plan to love Lucian. This series isn't finished yet, so
you know what I hate about chicks like Moore, by the way, and by the way, love Moore. I would tomorrow, like in the next 20 minutes, actually. Holla if you're real.
She's not, but okay.
This isn't a biopic? Is that a biopic?
Listen, if it were, there's a whole heck of a lot of women that would throw themselves off a cliff for Rhysand. So.
Oh yeah, Rhysand's the fucking man. But a female like Ianthe, who's kind of a hoe, to each your own.
No slut shaming.
Oh, for sure. We talked about this before. I've been in my times as a SLUT. More seems so like she seems like a 5-tool player. Do you know what a 5-tool player is?
I can infer, but why don't you go ahead and explain it to the rest of the class?
Your inference is probably spot on. So a 5-tool player it's a reference made to about a baseball player that has all the 5 tools needed to be excellent: hitting, running, hitting for power, throwing, all that kind of stuff. There's like 8 of them in Major League Baseball. Outside of those 8, all of them have a flaw. The reason it's called, and you know how many baseball players there are out there? You know, almost all of them are not a 5-tool player except for like 8. Like they're not real. They're almost fictional, right? Moore feels like a fictional character. She feels, even in this fictional world, it's like, oh, you are unattainable. You are unattainable. You are too cool. Like she's the kind of person who I'd like open the door for on a date and then tell her thank you. I wouldn't know what to do. I'd say stupid shit because I'm just not cool enough. And I don't know that I've ever met a man who's cool enough to be with that chick like that. She is the coolest, and she's hot.
Yeah. So
like, awesome.
I don't think this is not a spoiler. You will hear it. Because I'm pretty sure that it didn't happen in these chapters, but I could be wrong. When he's talking about like the hierarchy of like who's in charge and all the things, and if it wasn't in this chapter, at some point in the next couple of chapters, Feyre's gonna be like, so when the shit hits the fan, you send in Cassie, like who you sending in or whatever. And he's like, oh no, I'm gonna send in like all these other things, like, and then he's like, oh, and then like what about like Amryn or whatever. Either way, like the point is, the quote ends up like what Rhys says is he's like, oh no, like when the shit hits the fan and I have no other card to play, that's when I send in more, which is like not what you would think, because you've got Amryn, who's like basically a caged monster in a body. Like everyone is afraid of her. And then you've got the 2 most powerful Illyrian warriors. Well, I guess, and then a Shadow Singer, which we still, don't exactly know exactly what all of that is. And of all those people, he's like, no, I would send more.
I feel like these 4 are ranked by power level. Intentionally. And I think, like, yeah, she's a 5-tool player. I mean, I know that's kind of a wild. I've only met one, I think, in real life, a 5-tool player who's like a girl who's like, oh, you're incredibly attractive, and you're smart, and you're down to earth, and you're not weird, and you're not naive about it. You realize that, and you're still just cool. I've never met that person. Oh boy.
So
yeah.
Kind.
You're right. I'm sorry. I met 2 now. 2.
You're so kind. 2. Thank you.
I think 2. And they're rare. And I'm going to go and tell you right now, I feel that way about dudes too. I think I've met only one 5-tool player dude also where I was like, holy shit, you're smart, cool, and handsome, and fucking funny, and go like, oh God, one time, Jesus. Okay. So one time, Arlington, Virginia, which is in northern Virginia near DC. It's a lot of like the Penn State graduates and people that graduate from Harvard and Yale, and they just decide as lawyers or doctors or engineers to move to DC. They move to the Arlington area. It's like where like 21 to 29 year olds live. Like it's just cool, hip, weird, but it's not as cool as West Asheville. So it's like fake cool. And West Asheville is only kind of cool now. It used to be much cooler. Regardless, the thing about like these people is like they're a little naive. They're not quite as attractive as they think they are. It's this whole very interesting thing. Regardless, I went to a pool party, which was like going to the cast of the real world. And I was standing in the pool, and at this point I'm in pretty good shape, right? So like I'm showing off a little bit. What are we doing? And this guy's in the pool with me. He's like, 6'4", kind of dark, darker skin, handsome, perfect 5 o'clock shadow. Like this is trash compared to that guy. Perfect teeth. and he's talking about this property that he owns, and then he was like, yeah, I just like having a PBR every once in a while. And then I was like, well, what do you do? He's like, well, I'm an engineer by trade, but I don't really like it. I just kind of do my own thing. I let engineering pay for my fun stuff. I was like, oh yeah, what's fun? And he's like, well, sometimes I go snowboarding. And I was just like, buddy, get the fuck out of the pool. Like, we're trying to get laid here.
Oh, I'm sorry, Luke.
It was hilarious. I mean, to be honest with you, because my pasty white ass is standing in this pool that's like 3 foot deep with 30 other people that are it's full of piss and vinegar, and then this dude is just standing there like, wearing 8-inch inseams, so the shorts aren't too short, but they're not too long. He's in pretty good shape. He's just like, yeah, man, I just kind of do my own thing, drink a PBR every once in a while, kind of relax,
Man,
I was just like, motherfucker, we're out here. We're out here, and you're out here too. Like, get the fuck out of here. I told him to leave, and we joked about it. I was like, what are you doing? You're handsome and cool and tall and dark and handsome and funny. Fuck out of here. Doing, dude. Anyway. So what chapter do we read next?
Great question.
That was pretty funny. I'm glad you caught the joke. You said your cackle had me. I was like, don't laugh.
Listen, I'm generous with my laughter. If it's funny, I'm gonna laugh.
Oh, you're not that generous.
You earned it.
Thank you.
You earned it. I'm not a tough crowd. I'm fine. But next episode, we are going to do chapters 17 through 19.
Okay. Cool. So we're going to be looking to try to get this out ASAP. So at the very latest, early next week. But it's coming up on the holiday season. And so we're going to try to have some content for you guys to take home with you, hopefully, and move forward to big plans coming up. Big plans coming up for me. Big plans coming up for this one. So look for it. Go out. Subscribe to her. Subscribe to me. Go out and look for it. It's going to be fun. It's going to be weird. And also, let us know what you thought about these chapters. Do you have anything else to add, Emily?
Yeah, tell us about the inner circle. Tell us about your inner circle. Tell us about all the things.
Yeah, do that. If you like this content, please
like and subscribe.
But until next time, later, tatters.
Bye.